Hi, Soul Tribe. It's Deanna Mal today again, and I'm here to say welcome to our light warriors who are joining us. And I wanted to begin with by saying I love you all. I know how hard it is to go through life. Since we're starting in the morning all the way to we go to bed and never quite understand what is happening. Type in the comments, Light Warrior, do you feel that you're going through your day like a drone? Because I do. Well, I did. But I also know that that's an occurrence that happens daily. And nobody's talking about it. Type in the comments. Do you feel like a drone? Type drone. Drone, darling. Are we like drones in this planet? Like trying to survive and trying to go through our day and trying to go to work and make ends meet and raise kids and like, oh my god, all this nonsense, right? And get a partner or a loved one who will like see us through to our entire life. And don't forget, get better at it every day. So actually, in the end, we're actually raising our vibration and our frequency, and we're jumping timelines to a new, wonderful, new, beautiful Earth. Do you feel like a drone sometime, Light Warrior? Type in the comments, drone, because I do. I do, and I did for a very, very, very long time. I welcome you all in. I'm providing and I want to have this conversation with you. Do you feel that we're going through our daily life without actually giving proper pause and proper honor to our hearts, to our innermost desires, to our wishes, to our soul? There is no conversation in schools, in kindergarten, primary school, high school, colleges about how do we get to live a life fulfilled with our own soul and with our own heart, following our soul mission. How do we get to live our soul mission if we are not even allowed to ask why? All right, so maybe I want to go ask and start asking questions at my own workplace. So why is this so boring, people? Why is your job here so freaking boring? I was in my second job, my second career. I was a primary school teacher, kindergarten teacher. And honestly, after the second day, I want to say, well, you know what? That's great having this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 3, 4, 5 years old, 6 years old. That's wonderful. And why all of these rules that we are enforcing on them that light workers, do you feel like there's too many rules for us? How to be kind of like, squeeze in there and squeeze in. Oh, you're a triangle. Don't worry about if you're a triangle. Just squeeze into the circle if you can. Oh, you're a square. Oh, that's okay. We can make you go in. We don't care how you're going to fit in. If you're going to lose a bit of like part of yourself, oh well, who cares, right? That you are going to be a member of our society and you are going to follow what we tell you to do. And if you don't, oh well, you're out the door. And the question is why? Light warriors, do you feel like you feel like asking why? What's the point of today? My today's job and running and doing like a drone, running around doing things that I'm not supposed to do, or I don't even want to do them, but oh well, I guess I have to. And in the end, you go to sleep and you're like, so what just happened today? Like nothing. How did I grow today? How did you grow today, Light Warrior? after today, after going to work, going to school, going to college, going to high school, getting your daily routine, interacting with everybody around there, with your people, with your coworkers, family, and then you finally go to bed and we're like, whew, I have a moment for myself. And the question is, so what was the point of today? Because nothing really important happened. Do you feel like a drone sometime, Light Warrior? And for the ones who are just joining in, I welcome you all. We're having a conversation about how do we embody abundance in our lives to spark a light into our inner core understanding, to spark a light in our soul so that we're becoming more aware of what kind of energies, exchange of energies in our relationship with everything around us, from relationships with our family, with our loved ones, and relationships at work, and relationships, maybe with my car when I'm driving it. I'm like, what's up with my car today? Hello? And right? How often have you have you caught yourself like tapping on your dashboard and say, hello, what's up with you today? Come on, wake up, wake up. Type in our comments, say me, 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 me. Me, because I did it too. I'm talking to my car, darling. Do you talk to your car? Am I the only one here to talk to my car? What the heck, people? Really? Tell me I'm not the only one, okay? Because I'm here to have a conversation with you and I need you. Please, if you feel inspired and follow your heart, and if your soul tells you, you know what? I feel the same. Right? I'm going to bed at nighttime and I'm like, so what was the point of the entire day today? What was the point of this? Nothing. What did I learn? I don't know, nothing. Nothing important. Would you like to actually experience your day differently? Experience your day where you feel so inspired the moment you put you open your eyes, you put your feet on the ground and say, you know what? I love my life. Would you like to love your life, Light Warrior? Type in the comments, say, love my life. I love my life. Do you love your life? Let's learn to love our lives, okay? You do it with me. We can do it together. Because I'm here to ask questions, right? The questions that we cannot really ask when we're actually, at work, at school, or maybe high school, high school, or when we're parents and working. Are we allowed to ask these questions? And the question is, well, why not? Why are we not allowed to ask those questions? I have questions. I have questions how our society is run. I have questions about how our culture is, and I have questions about how we're teaching our young ones, our little children, to interact with their own life. And I have a lot of questions. And I'm building my tribe. Are you with me asking questions? Ask questions with me. Darling, ask questions with me, okay? So, write in the comments. Why? I want to know why. So, join me. I welcome you all in, and I'm here to say thank you for joining our tribe. This is our Facebook page, or it's on my personal page. I'm Deanna Mel for the ones who are just joining. And I'm here as starting a conversation about how do we embody abundance in our life to the deepest our innermost core being, and so much to embody it in our heart that we're actually lighting up a fire, an inner spark in our soul that asks us to the question, why is this happening around me? So much that when we're going to sleep at nighttime, right before we're falling into sleep, between our beta and theta sleep, when our oversoul starts finally communicating with us because we shut up our little monkey brain, and we are finally asking the question, why? Why this entire day happen? Why did my car break down today? Why did my boss walked in today and did a big rant on me again for no reason, with no positive feedback? And why was the person next to me on my bus, on my commute bus, rude to me today? What's happening? And we want to ask those questions, light warriors. We want to ask those questions so we light up an inner fire, an inner desire that we can finally observe and shift our awareness towards an underground energy current that runs right under our observation space, right underneath the surface. And we're shifting our awareness to find that energy current that will help us actually get better at life, get better at relationships, get better at new jobs, finding a loved one, finding a new perfect relationship just for you. Do you want a new life, light warrior? What is that you would love to have? What is your new desire? Right underneath in comment. Light warrior, what is your desire for a new life? Would you like to have a new life? Different than one that you had today? Would you like something better? Write in the comments. New life. New day. Say new day. Would you like to have a new day? Different, better, much happier. Every single day, so much that you'll end up with a timeline jump, a timeline shift, right? Where we can actually embody this awareness that there is more to life than what we have right now. There's more to life. And in yesterday's show, if you remember, we were talking about how do we embody when we're doing personal development. We're embodying. Oh my gosh! So I just got panicked. Do I even have my light on? Yes, it's on. Sorry, it has happened before where like everything went silent and quiet. But anyways, the mic is working, so I'm still here. So the question is, how do we embody? And so yesterday we were talking about when we're doing personal development, we're shifting our entire energy body and our entire core system of energetic aura field shift its frequency at a different rate. It vibrates at a different rate. And the loved ones around us feel that. They feel it in their heart. They feel it in their, extra peripheral innate gifts that we all have. They feel that something is different about you. Maybe something is different about you the past week. And they can't quite put a finger on it, and it bothers them. It bothers and it triggers their own issues that they should be working on. It's a trigger for them, meaning it's their turn today to take a deep dive into who they are, what they want, what do they desire. Do you feel like sometimes your loved ones are triggered around you? It's my little puppy right there. I'm triggering my little boy here. It's okay. Give me a second. Hey, come here. Shh, good boy. It's okay, sweetie. If you feel that your loved ones are triggered around you and they started saying comments like weird comments just out of the blue, like real comments. Oh, let me get a bacon here. Oh my goodness. Here, I got some bacon for my babies. Here. Shh. Here you go, sweetie. I got bacon. They're galactic dogs, but they eat bacon. Okay. All right. Do you feel that there's people around you who suddenly, let's say for the past week, they start making weird comments? And you know what? Maybe they were so subtle that we don't even know what they really mean. And they were just like little words, snippet words just thrown in there, here and there, just weird comments. And you wonder, like, what does that mean? Oh my God, that was kind of rude. What does it even mean? Right? But it's not as, it doesn't seem important. Do you feel that it's happening around you? Tap in the comments and say, yeah, you know what? Yes, me. Comments, triggers for on my loved ones. And we surely hope don't want to go to a full-on blown quarrel or argument or fight, because that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Because you know what? If you're developing and you're growing in your awareness and you suddenly see different light, your awareness sheds a different light on different things around you, you're growing your awareness. It does not mean that the people around you go through the same process. However, they will feel it and they will react to it like a trigger. Do you feel that sometimes that is happening to you as well? And what can we do? And you know what? And this is why I'm having this conversation here with you, because I don't want to let this go. I can't let it go, okay? I can't let it go. I've been through it. I've noticed when I was in my second job, I've noticed, this new set of people, like the little kindergartens, preschoolers, primary, all the way to between 3 years old and 9 years old. And I've noticed how they're actually bringing a new energy to the table, a raw energy that told me that, you know what, whatever we're doing and however our society is set up, our society is not set up to ask important questions, right? Do you go to work today? And did you go to work today and say, oh my gosh, so how is everybody feeling? How is your soul today? Do you feel more enlightened today about your life? Do you feel happy? No, we don't ask those questions. What's the question we ask when we go to work? So how are you doing? Well, how I'm doing is just fine. How about you? Light warriors, that is not a conversation we want to have. We want to have a much more richer conversation with our people around us, wherever you are. You are there, placed wherever you are, in that little town, in that big city, in that forgotten country. You are there for your soul mission, for your soul purpose, to shine the light upon the people around you. And then you're the only one who's going to ask those questions. Why? So why is this happening? I'm telling you, at so many meetings, in my workplace, every time I ask why, everybody's just like, oh my gosh, Deanna, don't go there. No, not Deanna. We have questions. Why? We don't ask why. We don't want to know. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole, darling. I really hope this life finds you well. I know you're busy. I came in a bit later on today. I ran into some other issues and tech issues. And I just want to say, I'm here for you, light warriors, and I'm here for you. Let's shine a light on how can we embody who we are. And we're doing our daily magic, the day 20-day challenge, the magic written by Rhonda Byrne, understanding how we can incorporate and embody abundance. And what does it even mean? What does it even mean, abundance? Abundance of what? Okay, what is abundance? For each of you, abundance is different. Type in our comments. Is it, seriously, what does abundance mean to you, Light Warrior? What does abundance mean to you? Is it abundance of more I don't know, many more cars, or abundance of more, a bigger way, no, more wages, or like bigger salary, or abundance of clients, or abundance of more dates, or abundance of maybe more kids, or what does abundance mean to you? Let us know. Let us know. This is why we're having this conversation. To make a bridge between you and I and ask those unwanted questions, right? Why? How come this happened? Should it happen? I thought we're living the 21st century. Shouldn't our 21st century be of a higher frequency, of a higher vibe? Not having all these issues that's happening today in our daily life. I'm like, excuse me, have you watched the news? I'm not watching the news. I'm really trying to stay away from the news these days because I'm like, oh my gosh, can really pretty quickly bring you down. And I don't want to be down anymore, you guys. I don't. I went to work. I used to go to work for so many years. And I don't want to do it anymore. I just refuse to do it anymore. I just don't want that empty, dry bone, empty of soul and hearts relationships with whatever I was doing before. I don't want it anymore. I want to have rich conversations about what's important for our soul and for your soul, and how can we move forward. What's your strategy? Okay, what's our strategy? I don't know. We're here to figure it out together, right? Like, subscribe, and share. Share, because nobody's going to, no, the algorithm maybe won't pick it up, and that's fine. But it's only you and I, who we can support each other to grow. And I'm growing here with you. Because you know what? If I'm not growing here with you, I don't even grow. On my own, I don't grow. I'll have a quiet day right under the blankets, and I'm like, I don't know. What's the point in even doing any of this, right? I had a big illness this year. I can't even drive on my own right now. Did you know that? I can drive on my own. I can't. I had the long whole COVID, darling. I can't drive. I can't go shopping. Do you think I'm going to hide under the blankets and disappear and say, oh my gosh, my life sucks? Fuck no. I'm sorry, but I won't. You know what? I'm here and I have more to say. I have more to say to this society that actually forces us to work in places that are arid, deserted of any emotion. They're void of any beauty of the heart. They're void of any love. They're void of anything beautiful and anything of meaning. If you worked with a government, darling, then you know. If you work with a corporate industry, then you know. If you went to a college that's, right, sponsored by and funded by the government, well, then you know already. It's just arid, void, like in a big desert, no water, and you're dying of heat. There's no nourishment, zero. And I can't do this anymore. And I'm here to ask you, why? Why are you even still involved with something that's not nourishing you? And even if circumstances are like that, that's fine. That's fine. But what kind of strategy do you have in place? Maybe we should build a strategy together, right? So I love you all. Bless your heart. And from the top of the mountains where we live, and up in Washington State, from all my heart, I be blessed. And type in our comments, me too. Would you like to wanna ask more questions? Ask why. Ask why, and follow us on our YouTube channel. We have our weekly shows every 2-3 times a week. I have weekly shows It's on Deanna Melody Brown, our YouTube channel, where we're asking more questions about that and figuring out what are the answers. How can we live a better life? So I love you all. Many blessings. And you can do it. I'm here to support you all the way through. Love you all, you guys. See you later. Love you all. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay? Love you all.